We're finally away from that plague known as the Chapter 5 map, and with the return of the Chapter 2 map, I've picked up on a few things that I like and a few things I don't like. The Chapter 5 movement is still present, as well as sprinting, mantling, sliding, etc., which is a no-brainer. Epic Games has problems, but they're not fucking animals, alright? The massive ass elephant in the room is, why is the agency Snoop Dogg?
Money!
I don't like it. Plastering rappers' names on pre-existing locations is just kind of cringe, despite how much I like Snoop Dogg. It's just tasteless in my opinion. I think there should have been a middle ground at the very least, like maybe having the rapper weapons there, but they're used by the Chapter 2 characters. I mean, even more with Eminem, because last OG was centered around him, and he had a live event centered around him too. And with these leaks about having giant rappers performing around the map, Eminem's probably going to be involved in the live event again, so he has 2 events. The minigun's hilarious though, I like that, that's pretty good. Clever. I don't see why they would promote Chapter 2 remix skins when the characters that they're based on don't even exist on the island. This doesn't hinder the gameplay at all, it's still grounded gunplay, which I love. A few other things that I've noticed is that the burst is back to having 3 rounds, as well as not having the red dot sight. So it's pretty faithful to the original burst if you ask me. Wait, it's a 3 round. Holy shit. From what I can glean, the Scar is still the Chapter 4 Scar, and that shit kinda sucks still. The bosses that you would normally curb stomp and kill after knocking them are actually able to be recruited to your team, which is interesting. It's a twist that I'm kinda neutral on, but nonetheless I welcome it. The shakedown feature is back, and holy shit, this is so good. Fortnite bring this back in Chapter 6, I'm begging you on my knees, please. I've noticed, and a lot of people noticed, that there is a large influx of AI players.
Oh, you better be joking.
It's weird knowing that there are millions of people playing this month like last year, yet they still fill lobbies with this horse shit. Bots are bad, and I don't like throwing this phrase around because it's basically lost all meaning at this point, but if you defend bots, it trickles down to a skill issue. Their main rebuttals that I've seen is I don't want sweats in my lobby, or let people have fun. Like I said before in a previous video, people just want free elims so they can feel good about themselves, end of story. The upgrade tables are back, but not in zero build, which I can kind of see why. There's no mats to trade in, but omitting an entire feature just because it's zero build is kind of crazy. Now my first reaction is to say to change the currency from mats to gold, but that would be way less of a purchase rather than sacrificing mats, which help you in a game. Another anomaly is the presence of cars during this first week of Remix. Now I'm a little iffy on it since cars didn't get added until Season 3, and you know, that's kind of the approach they're going with this year. The attention to detail regarding which week has which unvaults are kind of out the window, and to be fair, it was kind of like that last year, because Season 1 is kind of taken care of already, since instead of season rotations, it's Season 2, but each week is a different stage of Season 2. The cars have received a new major feature being hydraulics, and I fucking love this change, because you bounce around and shit like inflatables from Season 7, it's so fucking good, I love it. Oh my god.
What?
This would have been a major problem in a season with bullet drop, but everything's hit scan now, so a skilled player would be able to shut that shit down instantly. There are a few bugs with these cars, and I can see why people love this, and I can see why people hate this. It's funny. Shooting someone who's sitting in a car just for them to fly into the stratosphere would be a bit annoying after a while. I do think comp players should have a little grace there. And I do feel like we're gonna keep this feature going into Chapter 6. Now, despite my fun with this Chapter 2 Season 1 implementation, it's kinda unfortunate that it's taken over by rappers and not a faithful remake, because it's clear now that Fortnite isn't confident in their IPs, whether it be characters or POIs, because I think Fortnite is at its best when it's original. And that's not to say that this isn't fun. It's still fun. The essence is still there. The boogie bombs are still the most broken things on the planet. It's still Fortnite, but it's Fortnite if it was a kick stream with the gambling ads on the side. Fortnite Reload received a solos mode as well as a brand new map, and honestly, I couldn't be happier with this update. Solos adds a whole other layer of depth within this mode, and for the first time in a long time, I don't even know what to play, and I'm a little bombarded right now, and that's a good thing. You see, Reload in the past, I knew which mode was superior, but 2 really good modes are here, and I think adding Siphon to solo Reload would make this the perfect mode in my opinion, because third partying is cranked up to 100, which happens, no problem with that, but you don't really have time to heal after a fight since you're getting pushed by another person. So when you shockwave away, you get one tapped out of the sky since you didn't even get to heal in the first place. And that's really my only wish for solo Reload, at least for ranked, just have Siphon. And in retrospect, I think so far my issues are pretty minimal. You have this AI player bullshit cranked up. The rapper aspect isn't my favorite, but overall I'm loving it. Hitscan feels great, the shotguns feel great, everything feels great. I'm pretty optimistic and I hope that the rest of the month can keep this up. So with that being said, I'm going to sit on my ass and play Fortnite all day. See you later, use my code or else you hate me. Have a wholesome day and fly away today.